Hey everyone, it's Joe Burns, the Mind Operative from the Mind on Purpose, and happy Saturday. As you can see, I'm spending a little time catching up on things in the office, but just had an amazing session with somebody, and we were talking about with one of my coaching clients, and we've been talking about this whole idea of raising your vibration, and then what are the tools that you can use when you feel a little stuck or you feel outside of that. So here's the thing that I talk about with all my clients to get you started. And so we're going to talk about four things that I feel really gets your vibration going in the morning. And then from that point, the next little video that I'll do will be about, the four questions, because that's going to be something that you can ask yourself. But the first thing, I call it Gaia. So think Mother Earth, think, getting grounded, like Earth being grounded. So if that helps you with an analogy or staying stuck in it, maybe it doesn't, but it helps me to remember it. So the first G is G.A.I.A. The first G is gratitude, because I find there's a lot of things that you can do to get in high vibration, right? We talked about going to the park with my dogs, or dancing, working out, breath work. There's so many different things that you can do, but the simplest thing, so one of the things that we really work on with myself, with my clients, is having a program. So in this on purpose program is getting on purpose, getting high vibration first thing in the morning. And what that looks like is, how do you create a habit, a routine, so that it becomes the thing that you do right off the bat? Because if you don't, and Joe Dispenza talks about this all the time, if you don't, you drift into the day from your past self. We want to fall in love with this idea of this future us, this higher sense that we're building, this higher person, this higher us. And that's that higher vibration person that's responsive, that is attractive, that is vibrant, that other people are drawn to, and that we work on that inner world so that the outer world really starts to reflect it. So how do we do that? Well, the easiest way I find is gratitude. So that's why I start with that one. There's so many ways you can raise your vibration. If you have extra time in the day, I do breath work every day. When I can, I do a cold plunge. There's so many ways that you can kind of challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone and do. You can work out. You can dance. You can run. I have some clients who are like, I hate doing breath work, but I love running. Okay, then go run. You're actually really doing it the hard way, and good on you. So there's so many ways that you can start to change your state and get that higher vibration. But the easiest one I find is gratitude. In NLP, we always talk about there's no way for you to be in gratitude and then be resentful, or be in gratitude and be in old way. The minute you start to move into gratitude, and eventually we'll do a video on manifestation, like how you start to take that gratitude into the future, a la Neville Goddard, a la some of these masterful people from the past who talked about, like Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, all these people that say, okay, now we get gratitude 6 months out. What does that look like? Something that we want to manifest, that we want to have happen. How do we be on that place of gratitude? So we'll get there. But if you just want to get in this high vibration place to get off and running, is be gratitude. Just make a little gratitude list. When you wake up in the morning, it's as easy as just sitting in bed. And before you even get up and go brush your teeth or do anything else, you just go, what am I thankful for? What are all the things I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for waking up. I'm thankful for my kid. I'm thankful for my dogs. I'm thankful for all the people in my life. I'm thankful for all these amazing things. Whatever it is, just get in that place of higher energy. Align. So that's the next A. Align with that. Like, what is that energy? What's that energy look like? What does it feel like? Okay, that's that higher vibration that I want to be all day long. That sense of alignment is that everything I'm going to do today is going to be at this higher vibration, higher energy level. And that sense of alignment will reflect in every interaction that you have, in the responses versus the reactions that you have, and that sense of you having control over what you can control. And that'll be the next video. But what do we control? We control our inner world, not our outer world. So when you align with that sense of vibration and you have that sense of control over the things that you can control. I can't control the other people. I can't control the outside world. I can't control COVID or lockdowns or anything like that. I can't control any of those things. I can only control my inner world, but then my outer world starts to reflect that. Align with that so that all day long you set that, and then set that intention. My intention all day long is that I'm going to be in this higher vibration. For the clients that go sit in that chair, or in that chair. They end up sitting in both chairs actually. But this sense of like, what does that look like to be on intention with that? So that when I have a client come in, I literally beforehand I sit down and I go, what's my intention for this? I'm open to all the possibilities, and I certainly want to be responsive and not have, be attached to some kind of crazy outcome that doesn't serve them. But I want to be on intention that I'm going to be present. I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to be responsive. I'm going to be this higher energy person. And what I tend to do is I like to just have this little kind of mantra or affirmation of like, I want everybody that comes into contact with me, I want to raise my vibration. I want everybody that comes into contact to feel that. I want them to kind of, be able to dance in that, as Abraham Hicks says, be in the vortex with that. And just in some way, I want them to leave a higher vibration. I don't care if it's somebody that cut me off on the street. I want them to feel that, like, hey, I want them to be higher vibration on that, but certainly on the more important things. Because the more important somebody is, the more important when somebody's sitting in that chair and they're a client with me, or there's somebody that I love and they're really close to me, that there's more charge to that. It's more work sometimes to keep that higher vibration. That when you set that intention that you're going to be that higher energy person and be responsive and have, and have it play out in that form and fashion, then I gotta put these back on. Sorry. Yeah. So you're going to feel like you have influence instead of being reactive, and that's what we want, right? We don't want to control. We want to have influence. Now, in that, the next A, so gratitude, align with that gratitude, set that intention all day long. So for me, that I'm going to vibrate at this higher level, and everybody that comes into contact with me is going to feel like they've left at some kind of higher vibration. But then I'll also set that boundary of, I'm not lowering my vibration for anybody. I'm not going to lower it for anybody. Why would I? It doesn't serve them. It doesn't serve me, right? It doesn't serve me to drop down to that level. That person that cuts you off on the street, or that person that you love that you might be really, really close to, that is just having a bad day or is not in their higher vibration. And then finally, the last A is just set some affirmations to it, but more than anything, affirm and be aware all day long. Have that awareness all day long, right? So when you're aware all day long, and what we will talk about in the next video is what can we control, what we can be aware of is our self-language, the questions that we ask ourselves, our search engine, what are we focused on versus what are we not focused on, and then ultimately, that focus and awareness. So when we control that awareness, or can become aware when things are going great and when they're not, how do we start to shift the vibration back? And again, that'll get into the questions in the next video. But this is the way you start the day off on purpose. And I always say you're either on purpose or you're in reaction. So are you on purpose? Are you being influential? Or are you just running off, drifting off into the day, hoping that things go your way? Get on purpose. That's what we talk about in the Mind on Purpose. And if you need some help with it, send a direct message. I do hope, what do they always say on these videos? Give me a little like, share it with somebody else if you think it might help their day as well. But this is the program that I work on with my clients. And for you, even if you're not going to work with me directly, get this idea of getting on purpose. Get this idea of setting your vibration early in the day so the rest of your day goes amazing. And enjoy the journey. And peace and love. I love all of you. I hope this helped in some form or fashion. And again, gonna do another video on the 4 questions that will help you to shift that vibration should it not go your way. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.